Morning, the Honorable Dr. Haji Hazland bin Abang Hibni, Deputy Minister for Energy and Environmental Sustainability Sarawak. Madam Rusma Riza Mat Darus, Deputy Permanent Secretary for the Ministry of Energy and Environmental Sustainability Sarawak. Mr. James Ho, Chief Operations Officer for the Sumling Group of Companies. Mr. Jason Tan, General Manager, Business Development and Marketing for Business Events Sarawak, representing Emilia, the CEO of BP Sarawak. Madam Sally Shariza Ahmad, Head of External Relations for Petroleum Sarawak Berhad or Petros. And of course, the most important people today, our members of the media, a very warm welcome and thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Now, discussions on the importance of carbon initiatives in managing climate change will be part of, or will be at the forefront of this Asia Carbon Conference 2023, and this is the first industry leadership conference for carbon offsetting and trading in Asia. The Asia Carbon Conference is organized by Argus Media in collaboration with the Sarawak government, and the host sponsor is Sumling Group of Companies, and it's supported by Business Events Sarawak and Petros. I will not go into too much detail on this, and I'll leave that to YB Dr. Hazland. I'd like to invite now the Honorable Dr. Hazland for his address. Over to you, YB.
Thank you very much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to all members of the media. Must be something big. On my left is Madam Rusma Riza Mat Darus, my Deputy Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Energy and Environmental Sustainability. On my right is Mr. James Ho, Chief Operating Officer, Sumling Group, who is our major sponsor for the Asian Carbon Conference, and Mr. Jason Tan, General Manager, Business Development and Marketing, Business Events Sarawak, and also Madam Sally Shariza Ahmad, Head of External Relations, Petros. I think you all may be aware that Sarawak has set up the ministry, a new ministry, which is my ministry. The minister is the Premier himself, and I am the Deputy Minister, and the ministry is called the Ministry of Energy and Environmental Sustainability. And this ministry was already planned to be set up about 3 to 4 years ago, because Sarawak would like to take part in the climate change mitigation. All of you know that the global issue now is climate change, and we can see the effects of climate change all over the world, especially the flooding, the heavy rains, the drought, and also the typhoons and so on. And even though climate change is a natural phenomenon, the effects of climate change has been accelerated by the activities of humankind, especially through industrialization in the last 200 years, and also through the usage of fossil fuel, coal, and all other forms of energy which emit a lot of carbon into the atmosphere. So the way to control climate change, the effects of climate change, is through the reduction of carbon emission. And Sarawak being a state with a big land mass, and 62% of that land mass is forest, which is holding a lot of carbon stock in our forests, in our mangrove, and also in our peatland. And also we have a lot of rivers, we have a lot of rain, sunshine, and so on. It would be not very smart of Sarawak if we don't take part in the climate change mitigation, because not only we can reduce the effects of carbon emission, but we can also monetize or capitalize or create new revenues and new economy from the strategies to mitigate climate change through carbon trading, through carbon storage, through hydroelectric power, floating solar, hydrogen, and so on. Yeah? So that's why the Asia Carbon Conference, ACC 2023, is organized. We have decided to have it this year, and this conference is in collaboration with the Ministry of Energy and Environmental Sustainability, supported by the Business Events Sarawak and also Petros, and the host sponsor is Samling Group. This is a platform to discuss and exchange latest information, latest technologies, and latest market, we call it, procedures in the trading of carbon. It is mainly focusing on voluntary carbon market, VCM, and also we will focus on carbon capture, utilization and storage, which is CCUS. I think we will give the detailed press release to all of you. So you just follow whatever is written there as much as possible. And this conference will be participated by about 400 delegates. 150 will be the international carbon traders of the world. Yeah. International carbon traders of the world. And all of them are under the networking of AGUS, which is the conference organizer, AGUS Media. AGUS is an international company, event consultant company, and they have the networking for all the top world carbon traders. There are about 150 to about 200 of them, but this time about 150 will be coming. And this conference will be very useful because there will be experts giving talks and lectures on various subjects as far as the Asian carbon markets are concerned, the impacts on the global carbon market, and the best practices and ideas in the world which Sarawak will adapt. And probably I can share a bit that Sarawak is the first state in Malaysia to have a solid and real framework for us to embark on carbon trading. We have got our rules and regulations, we have our licensing, and we are also in the process of drafting our carbon ordinance and hydrogen ordinance. So that means Sarawak is actually ahead of the other states and ahead even of Malaysia, so that we can take off immediately and as fast as possible on the carbon trading and carbon storage. This is very important because it is in line with our post-COVID development strategy 2030. It is part of this economic strategy because we can make new revenues, new incomes for the state, and the Rakyat will benefit through the downstream activities and also indirectly through the sales tax and so on. So that's where Sarawak will gain new revenues for the state and for the Rakyat. So we look forward to the panel discussions, the keynote speeches by the Premier himself, who will be launching the Asian Carbon Conference, and also the latest market developments and the trends in the Asian carbon markets. And we hope that the Asian Carbon Conference 2023 will be a very useful, engaging engaging conference. And I would like to congratulate the organizer, Argus Media, the host sponsor, Hazland Group, and the supporting bodies like the business events, Sarawak, and also Petros, for creating the first government conference for Sarawak, and probably the first in Malaysia and Asia. Thank you very much. Any question? Semua nak jadi carbon trader. How to be a carbon trader?
Doktor,
Ya.
mungkin ini komen berkaitan persidangan sidang Dewan Rakyat sedang berlangsung sekarang. Mungkin doktor boleh kongsikan harapan Kementerian tak tentang bajet yang akan dibentangkan nanti melihat daripada perspektif renewable energy dan usaha kerajaan Sarawak mengatasi climate change. Ya, kongsikan harapan.
Yeah, very good question actually. The budget, in fact, next week I'll be seeing the Minister of Finance, because in the budget which was presented last year, then after elections, they have to wait for the new government, and they will present the budget again next week on the 24th or 25th. So in the budget, it was mentioned that Malaysia will give incentive to any activities in relation to climate change mitigation. That is very good. Because all over the world, like USA, UK, Canada, Australia, and all the other countries, they give incentive, either in the form of grants to the companies or to whoever is taking part in the carbon projects. And this will motivate the companies and whoever, agencies and so on, to take up climate change activities seriously. So for Malaysia, they are not giving grants, but they are giving tax incentive. For example, in carbon storage activities, whereby now we can store carbon from another place, let's say from Singapore, and we can store it in our Sarawak depleted oil wells. Yeah. And this industry is very capital intensive, mahal. All the equipment, all these are very expensive, and it will be very useful and very helpful for the industries to have some kind of tax incentive. And the tax incentive actually means there is no tax, there is no corporate tax to both the companies, either the emitter or the storer, both sides, tidak ada tax. So that is the kind of incentive that the whole industry and the whole climate change mitigation strategy is looking for. I think that is the most important, and I will be seeing meeting the Deputy Minister of Finance next week. Exactly what you are asking. Anything else?
Any other questions? Yang related questions?
Delegates 400 no? 400. 150 are real traders from international. Something? Anything you want to add?
Why we are sponsoring this conference? Because we are one of the largest forests in Malaysia and Sarawak as well. And we are really committed to ensure that the nations as well as state agendas follow sustainable forest management as well as enhancing the carbon sequestration and carbon financing. But I think we believe that this conference, Asia Carbon Conference, it will be a driver for sustainable solution, but at the same time will become a driver for state of Sarawak becomes foremost state to be able to put foremost state for it to be active in the carbon climate change. And for the whole industry, for the government, for everybody, especially people who are actually in the carbon side, will be able to generate incomes to help socially and help with the infrastructure to continue to be able to, for the natives, in whatever way we do the carbon. I think we are very proud actually for the state to be the first to have these, to have the rules and the laws in place. So we intend to be the first. So we Petros. Okay. Thank you.
For the tax incentive, it is not forever, it is for a period of time. It could be either for 10 years or 21 years. If you have to mention, but no need to mention. There is some kind of tax incentive. Yeah. And for the speakers are from all over the world, from USA, United Kingdom, Canada, Japan, Singapore, Beijing, Indonesia, Thailand, and Malaysia. It's an international event.
Yeah. Any other questions from the floor? No? No more questions? Okay. With that, we would like to have a group photo. Maybe, yeah.